Welcome to the Guns on Pegs World Gunmakers Virtual Event 2020. My name's Edward King. I'm from ASI. We're the importers and distributors of AYA shotguns made in Spain and Rizzini shotguns made in Italy. We've been with AYA for 60 odd years and Rizzini not quite so long, only about a dozen. But we have a great relationship with both companies. We love the way they make guns and they make a great effort for the UK market. So for this particular event, I've got a couple of AYAs here, which I'm going to talk you through. The first one here being the AYA Premium. So at first sight, it looks very much like a classic sidelock shotgun. This one happens to be a 20 bore. It's got nicely figured, better than nicely figured walnut stock, and this one is 30-inch barrels, sorry. What makes this special within the AYA range? This is the only gun which has got what we call pinless locks. So the side lock plates themselves, instead of showing the little retaining screws coming through, which is what you have on most other side locks, the screws actually stop before they come through. Why is this an advantage? Well, basically it gives you an unimpeded area on which to engrave. So this particular engraving on the Premium, which is a fairly bold foliate scroll engraving, obviously is covering the whole plate, but the engraving is totally unimpeded by any of these little screw heads. It's a nice feature and it's unique amongst Spanish guns. I know that there are a number of English gun makers that do that and normally charge you a bit of a supplement for so doing. The rest of the gun is classic AYA, intercepting safety sears. On this side, if I bring it round, you can see it's got hand attachable lock plates. Barrels of chopper lump, as you would expect. This gun is often made to order, but we do carry them in stock as well. So if you want something off the shelf, it could be available. The chokes are 1/4 1/2. The proofing is steel shot proof for 2 3/4 inch superior steel proof. So as future proof as possible. So that's that one there. The next one is a nice one-off shotgun here. This happens to be my own particular gun, which I had designed and built very much to be on the traditional pigeon gun, what used to be called the pigeon gun for live pigeon shooting pattern. It's got exhibition quality walnut. It's got a nice pistol grip, not too harsh a rake on that pistol grip, but it is comfortable in the hand and it does keep your hand in the same place while you're shooting. Underneath we've got a rather nice little steel grip cap which has been colour hardened or engraved and colour hardened. Single trigger, as was quite often the case for a pigeon gun. Barrels are 30 inches. It's got a flat rib which is hand file cut, very much in keeping with that particular type of gun, and it's got a beaver tail fore end with a straightforward clip on the underside there. The colour hardening on this gun has actually been done by St Ledger in Birmingham, who is probably the master of his art as far as the British gun trade goes. What do I use it for? Well, I don't do much live pigeon shooting, such as it is in this country, but it's a great gun for shooting high pheasants and clays. I've had this gun teak choked, and I also use it for wildfowling when I go out to shoot wild ducks on the marsh. I suppose one of the interesting things about this gun is that it actually shows quite how much can be done by a combination of using AYA as the manufacturer and other craftsmen as the finishers. In this particular case, the colour hardening was done by St Ledger in the UK and the barrels were choked by Teague. Both these were done, or at least the choking was done by Teague during manufacture, so it still only has to bear one set of proof marks, which is quite a tidy way of doing it. Obviously the colour hardening is done after proof anyway, but it just shows if a customer wants something slightly off-piste, so to speak, we're quite happy to accommodate it. and generally most things are possible. So that's AYA. So there we are. I hope that's given you a bit of a flavour of what AYA can do. Basically, if it can be made on a gun, AYA are likely to be able to do it for you, as long as it's not something totally outrageous. But they can accommodate your stock measurements, they can accommodate the configuration of gun, whether it's side by side or an over and under, barrel lengths, chokes, number of triggers, self-opening mechanisms. Really the world's your oyster when it comes to having a gun made by AYA. And bear in mind, all this is generally done at a fraction of the price of a London counterpart. If you want any more information, please have a look at our website or give us a call directly. We'd be delighted to talk to you.